Welcome back to your soon-to-be favorite podcast. I'm Angelica.
And I'm Kelsey.
And this is
Here We Grow.
Welcome back to your soon-to-be favorite podcast. I'm Angelica.
I'm Kelsey.
I don't even have my...
No, you don't have your headphones on. We were very underprepared. We worked a lot on merch before we started recording.
It was all Kelsey.
Well, yeah, I worked a lot on merch. And Angelica watched me.
I played songs. I kept the vibe up.
She did keep the vibe, but I did have to recommend her play songs. So, anywho's. Oh, was it this one? Cassie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we all know what's going on with Cassie and P. Diddy, right?
Yep.
Did he do it? Yes, he did. There's proof. There's always been proof. She's been preaching it for anyone that would listen. And unfortunately, people are enablers and they don't believe the victims.
Speaking of there always being proof, I heard somewhere that
even if there isn't proof. Sorry, go ahead.
After this video came out recently, somebody said something like, there's probably tons of other proof that people are not handing over because they're afraid of Diddy. Like hotels and stuff like that have CCTV footage and they're just not handing it over. That could help her case. That could help probably other women's cases.
That's awful. Seriously awful.
If I were a hotel
or
owner,
get paid off and they accept it.
I was going to say, if I were a hotel owner and I had footage, I might try to sell it to the media. Because it would help victims and I'd get some money.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd agree with you. I'd agree. But then Diddy would be after you.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
I'll pay somebody else with the money that I made on the video. Pay for a bodyguard.
So it says, Cassie spent 10 years with Diddy and they broke up with only memories from a decade together. Shortly after, she met someone else, got engaged, and became pregnant within a year. These men know what they want and who they want it from. Don't let your boyfriend keep you from finding your husband. Life is too short. Or don't let your ex-husband keep you from finding your husband for life.
Yeah.
You might meet someone today who has better intentions for you than someone you've known for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Amen, sister.
I guess the snapping is a new thing. Amen, sister.
I feel like we had done it before.
Maybe one other time, but we did it last episode with Maria.
I know we did that, but I could have sworn it was before that too.
How'd you guys like Maria?
Yes, tell us all about her.
Yeah. I mean, we mentioned her 100 times. Did she live up to the expectations?
There was like two times where I cut her off. And we never went back to what she was trying to say. And there was once that you cut her off.
That's funny because you always tell me about me cutting you off and then us never going back and now you're cutting your sister off.
Yeah.
No, but I remember there was one where you said, two things. And you only said one thing and then we never went back to it. I was like, damn, what was the other thing? I think you even said like, damn, what was the other thing I was going to say? And then you lost it.
It was right before I said, okay, so anyways, my toxic trait is I can't wait for someone to stop talking so I can talk. Yeah. Before that, Maria was telling a story, but she was taking so long. So I went and interrupted her.
Oh my God. So yeah. I love my husband. I love him so much. But sometimes when he is telling me a story, it is painful to listen.
Oh my, when someone talks so slow.
I'm like, I've already predicted the next 5 things you're going to say. Like, please hurry up. And he will over-explain. Like, and I have to say, like, babe, I get it. I got the point. Like, he'll be like, okay, so you see this picture right here? The picture right here on the wall, right here.
Yeah.
You see it, right?
Yes.
Okay. This one right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So that picture and like this picture right here. And I'm like, if you don't fucking tell me the story. Not
I painted that, by the way.
Like that, but like he just over explains after I've already explained that I understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
And I'm like painfully fighting not to look at my phone because then I'm going to zone out and not listen to anything he's saying.
See?
It's so bad. Was it yesterday? Excuse me. Yeah, it was yesterday. I got home. We're debriefing with each other. and he's telling me a long story about something, and I'm interested in it. I'm listening. And then your text tone goes off, ding. Like, it's in my pocket, and he's still talking. And then another one, ding. I'm like, and then he's still talking. Another text tone from you. It's your text tone, ding. I'm like, God damn it. And it was like some juicy stuff we were talking about yesterday too. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to finish the story. And then I'm going to be like, babe, I've got something to tell you. And then tell him all the things in those text messages.
Let's read them together.
Yeah. Let's debrief together.
Oh my God. So I have an Apple Watch, and it goes, like, it vibrates when I get a message. And sometimes when my coworkers are asking me a question, I'm fighting the urge to just be like,
yep.
And then I explained it to Mary how the text messages come through the watch. And she's like, oh, is that why you're always checking the time when you're talking to me? I was like, yes, Mary, I was checking the time.
Or also like when you're at work and you get a text and you just like briefly glance at it, but you're in the middle of a conversation, but you get the glance and you're like, oh shit. Like, and then you start thinking about what the text is about. And you're like, I want to look at it so fucking bad.
Yep.
We got issues.
We really do. It's because we get constant communication through various forms of communication. It's coming at you at rapid speed.
Yeah.
What else do you do?
Right. Anyway.
Take a shot every time we yawn.
Yeah.
Unless you're at work, don't do that.
Or just take a shot for me because Monday's my birthday.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday to Kelsey.
Yep, I'll be 30.
30. Damn. That sounds serious.
More serious than 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But less serious than 34.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's very specific.
Okay. You said that last time.
I did.
Huh. Huh. Huh.
Amen, sister. All right.
So today,
go ahead.
We are reading Am I the Asshole stories.
Yes. I told Angelica that am I the hole? Wait, what were we saying earlier?
The thing about my cornhole.
The thing about my cornhole is, am I the asshole stories are hard for me because of the ADHD. Like, it's hard for me to stay focused on, like, if I'm reading it, I'm focused because I'm reading it.
Yeah.
But if someone's reading it to me, just like my husband talking to me, I'm like, I've already predicted the next 10 things that are going to happen. So I'm going to try really hard to stay focused. I have 3 stories of my own. So we'll just go back and forth.
I think I have 4.
I think you have more than 4. Because I texted you at some point and was like, I have 3. Like, hey, you can stop now.
I think my first link didn't work. So I have, I think I have 5. 5.
Including the one that's gone?
No. It'd be 6 with the one that's gone.
Okay.
So I'll go first and then I'll end.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I have to burp. No. Dang it. That was not me. Oh, do you remember?
On command.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Do you remember in the beginning when we first started recording, I would burp and be like, Kelsey, cut that out.
Yeah. Every single time.
And now I just like burp into the mic. I don't even care anymore. Kelsey, cut that out.
Oh
okay.
My gosh.
Content warning for sexual content involving minors. I'm so sorry. It's about to get really dark.
God, started out on a dark one.
I know. The first, like, I read it, I was like, oh. Ugh.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't have any of the same stories.
This one is, am I the asshole for still not forgiving my brother?
Nope.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Don't knock your drink over.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Did you guys know
that we have merch? New merch.
Yeah, we have new merch. You can go to our new website, which the link is in the show notes. We have much more affordable options. Mm-hmm. We've got like probably 12 products now.
Probably more, but yeah, 12 to 15.
Yeah, we just put new designs on, so go check that out. Shirts, hats, stickers, car magnets,
dog bandanas. Yep, that thing.
Let's do that part again.
Stickers.
Phone case.
Dog bandanas.
Stickers. I think we said stickers already.
Magnets.
Car magnets.
Did we already say that?
Yep.
Okay. Shirts.
Shirts and hoodies.
Yep. And we're about to launch our new line called
Do It for the Matriarchy.
Yep. Amen, sister.
There's a long pause before.
I was like, does she not know?
Like,
Are we not
Are
Are we not revealing it right
we
now?
doing a line right now?
Yes, we're releasing shirts and t-shirts for our line. Do it for the matriarchy.
Yes, so go buy those. Matriarchy. Yep. That one.
No.
There's 2 different designs, so go check those out.
Yeah, very cool. Kelsey worked on them. They're beautiful. I love them.
Yes.
Buy it all up.
Yes.
Cash us out.
Well, more for our marketing than anything
I mean, yeah,
else.
of course.
Just to pass the word on about our podcast.
Yeah. Really cool. Very neat.
Yes.
When will that be live?
Right now.
Wow. You can do it
Magic.
right now. Magic.
It's Friday. I'm going to launch it like tomorrow morning.
Very good.
I mean, it's already on the website, but I'm going to announce it tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, let's do
Cool. Yeah.
it. Back to the episode.
KK. Also, earlier my neighbor said that there was CD-ROMs in our front yards, and I was like, quick question, what's a CD-ROM?
Is it a rom-com? Romantic comedy?
It's a romantic comedy of CDs. What is that? Shout out if you know what a CD-ROM is. You old. You old fart.
You old fart.
Okay. Look at me, Kelsey. You're already zoning out.
Zoning out.
Wow.
I have to imagine the story.
Okay, fine.
Go.
I, 15-year-old female, have a brother, 19-year-old male. He and I are not close, but I feel my reasons for our tense relationship are reasonable. She put aren't, but I know she means are reasonable.
Okay.
My family was close to another family for years. The family had kids me and my brother's age, and we came to their house, and they would come to ours very often. We had grown up together, and I loved them very much and still do. But when my brother was 13 and I was 9, he sexually abused the youngest daughter of the family that was maybe 6 or 7. He had done this on multiple occasions in our own home and at the other family's home. No one had any idea that this was happening, mainly because my brother told the girl not to tell anyone and to keep it a secret. It only got exposed when me and my family were having a get-together. All of the kids were upstairs and we were kind of separated, me hanging out with the eldest daughter and the middle son doing his own thing. The young girl ran up to me and her sister and told us that my brother had been touching her inappropriately. At first, neither of us believed it. We laughed it off for a moment until we realized she was serious. My memory gets fuzzy, but the little girl starts crying and my mom comes upstairs and we tell her what happened. Me and my brother got swept away, along with my dad, by my mom. We went home with no explanation. That was the last thing I remember. There's a distinct gap in my memory after this happened, but as I've been told, my parents met up with our family friend's parents, and they talked it out, and they decided to put the girl in therapy. Initially, neither family wanted to take it to court, but the girl told her therapist, and the therapist had to report it, and my brother was sentenced to 2 weeks in juvie and 2 years of probation.
At 15? He was 15?
He was 13. 2 weeks in juvie. I know kids who get into fights at school that did more time in juvie.
Yeah. Is there more?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember sitting in the car with my grandma while my brother had a hearing with the judge and thinking that this whole situation was peculiar. The family friends had all forgiven my brother. They even recommended a good lawyer for my brother. Cut that out.
You didn't even burp.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't hear it.
It wasn't loud.
So there's nothing to cut out.
Okay. So there's nothing. Got it. Okay. My parents still love my brother, and so do my grandparents. They never punished him. Only the court did, and I felt like I was left just in the dust somehow. Even though he had taken all the steps to become a better person, like being rehabilitated and going through therapy, I still can't help but feel sick when I see him. He had no reason to do this to her. He was not abused. He was not raised badly. No fault goes to my parents because he did all of this for no reason. I couldn't understand how everyone had forgiven my brother, including his own victim. I felt as though there was something wrong with me. It still causes me a lot of turmoil because I miss the family friends so much. I burst into tears every time I see a picture of them, so I collected all the pictures and put them in a box under my bed. What my brother had done affects me to this day. I have a fear of men not too dissimilar to how people fear God. I am sex repulsed to the point where when I feel aroused, I want to tear my skin off. I think that if one of the supposedly closest men in my life had done that and could be that perverted, how is everyone else not? How am I supposed to trust anyone else? Rationally, I know this is bad shit and I'm foolish and dumb, but holy balls, I can't stop. Am I blowing this out of proportion? Is it not as bad as I think it is? Should I forgive him? And am I the asshole for holding a grudge against him despite the fact that all of this shit went down years ago? I wanted to tell this story because obviously there's a direct victim, but you don't realize that there are so many indirect victims as well when stuff like this happens. Like, she literally says she's sex repulsed and she wants to tear her own skin off when she feels aroused.
Yeah.
That is so sad.
That is very sad. First of all, kudos to the little girl who was able to just walk up to her cousin and be like, hey, this is happening to me. Like,
Sister, yes.
Details have escaped me.
Uh-huh.
But kudos to her because, especially at that age, like, that's very hard to do. That's very hard to have the confidence to do that, knowing that the person might not believe you.
She was 6 or 7. So young.
But no, I don't think there's anything wrong with this girl for feeling this way. Like, your feelings are always valid.
You need therapy too.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Therapy would help.
Yeah, but like, again, like, you don't realize how many victims there truly are when this shit happens.
Of anything. It doesn't even have to be sexual assault.
Any crime.
Like, for instance, when, you know, like, say your mom is in an abusive relationship, you may not be abused, but you're affected by it. You're affected by watching your mom be abused and being in an unsafe environment. So, yeah. Good pick. Real dark, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I started off really bad.
Okay, let me go to my first one.
Well, that wasn't my first one, but like, my first one wasn't working.
Yeah.
It was good too. It was juicy. Damn it.
It's not showing like the deleted file or whatever.
No.
This one's kind of funny. Am I the asshole for telling my husband I told you so and laughing at me when he got the paternity test results?
Wait, who told who I told you so?
The wife told the husband I told you so when they got paternity test results.
And he laughed at her?
I don't know. I don't get that part. But
Okay.
I'll just read the story.
Okay.
I, 27 female. I, 27 female. Apparently. I, 27 female, have been married to my husband, 28 male, for 2 years and gave birth to our daughter 5 weeks ago. I'll try to keep this short so I don't waste your time with any irrelevant details. What happened was that our daughter came out with blonde hair and pale blue eyes, while my husband and I both have brown hair and brown eyes. My husband freaked out at this and refused to listen to my explanation that sometimes babies are born with lighter hair and eyes that get darker over time. He demanded a paternity test and threatened to divorce me if I didn't comply, so I did. Your face. After my daughter and I got home from the hospital, my husband went to stay at his parents' house for the first 3 weeks to get some space for me while I recovered.
Oh my God, what?
And he told them what was happening.
In sickness and in health, bitch.
My mother-in-law called and informed me that if the paternity test revealed that the child wasn't his, she would do anything within her power to make sure that I was taken to the cleaners during the divorce.
What?
I had my sister to lean on and help me take care of the baby during this.
Wait. Sorry. Hold on. First of all,
I'm good at picking stories with audacity.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, sorry, mother-in-law. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Did you make this baby? No, shut the fuck up.
You're just enabling your son who's delusional.
Oh my God. Ew, gross. Grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Wait. There was something else I wanted to say. The cleaners, what does that mean?
Like, he's going to wipe her out in the divorce. Oh. Like, she's not going to get anything. And the mother-in-law's going to make sure of that.
It's giving Bates Hotel.
Bates Motel?
Oh. Yep, Bates Motel. Have you seen that? Oh, it's so good.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
We got the results back yesterday, and my husband came home to view them with me. I was on the couch in the living room, so he sat next to me, and we started to read the results.
Sit over there.
Yeah. Here's your copy. Get the fuck away from me.
Fuck away from me.
They showed that he was the father, and my husband had this shocked, kind of mortified look on his face with his eyes wide as he stared at it. I couldn't help but say, I told you so, and started laughing at the way he looked. Okay, so she was laughing at him.
Okay.
My husband snapped out of his shock and got mad at me for laughing at him. We argued for a bit, which was mainly him yelling at me before my sister came downstairs and my husband shut up. Yeah, shut the fuck up. After that, my husband went back to his parents' house to clear his head, and 2 to 3 hours later, my mother-in-law called to scold me about laughing in my husband's face because apparently it was kicking him while he was down.
Oh,
what are you down for? The child is yours.
You need your mommy to come help you. Oh, so sorry.
She's also left a couple nasty texts essentially saying the same thing this morning. I don't think I'm the asshole, but I'd like to outsider perspective on this.
Girl, divorce his ass, wipe him clean out, and block her bitch ass.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my God.
Like, it was almost like he was begging for this to not be his baby.
Yeah. Going to
like,
mommy.
Why are you down if you just found out that this child is yours?
Narcissist.
Why are you down if you just found out this child is yours? You should be happy about that.
Dumbass. Because she laughed at you because you're being a dumbass?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm fired up today.
She really is.
And I'm having an energy drink after I was just falling asleep.
11:44 p.m.
Yeah, my first story's gone.
Yeah, we know.
Look at these titles, though.
Go back to your legs.
Go back to where you came from.
Put that thing back where it came from. So help me. Wait, what did you say that made me do that? What was it? Oh, you said, oh, my okay.
Whoa.
Angelica. My pee.
I don't know what's about to come out of your mouth.
And me and Angelica were texting, and she goes, my people pleaser is showing. My people pleaser is showing. And I sent the gif of Mike Wazowski going, put the thing back where it came from, so help me. I was really hoping it landed.
What was I people pleasing about?
I don't know. Let's go back to the receipts. I thought I'd remember by thinking about it for a minute.
My people pleasing showing. Put that thing back where you came from. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I know. I get it now. I see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it. Yep.
Got
Not
it.
something we can say on the pod.
Nope. Okay.
My people pleasing is showing. Put the thing back. I can never say it quickly. Put that thing back where it came from. So help me.
Okay, good job. Am I the asshole for not wanting to be my friend's emergency contact? The other day, I, 35 female, woke up to a text from my friend, 35 male, telling me that he's made me his emergency contact for work. Now, in real life, you just be like, okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I don't care.
Right.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Exactly. Okay, he then goes on to describe the expectation that goes along with the role, which includes being contacted via text when he starts working and then again being contacted when he ends work for safety reasons.
What? What does he do for a job?
But like, why do you have to text your friend that? He's your emergency contact, not your girlfriend. Like,
no, it sounds like it's automated.
Oh.
Like when he clocks in, the friend is texted.
That's weird.
They must do something really risky. But then why wouldn't you...
Yeah,
why wouldn't someone at his job be responsible for him then? If he's on the clock, he's liable for the job.
Yeah. Okay.
It's giving weird.
Okay. I need someone to make sure I make it home at night. I told him I didn't know if I was stoked on the idea of getting text messages late at night or the regular responsibility of having to keep track of him. I mentioned that it didn't really seem like an emergency contact about his... about an emergency contact role so much as a regular responsibility. I, of course, care about his safety, but I have a busy full-time job myself, and I'm also a worrier. I know that if I were to take on this role that he gave me I know that if I were to take on this role that he gave me without... Well, oh my God, I can't... Almost like I can't breathe.
You can't breathe?
I can't breathe. Which is causing me not to read. I know that if I were to take on this role that he gave me without asking first, it would likely affect my sleep and my mental state in general, being responsible for making sure he makes it home at night. Every time he works. He told me that the late night text would only be on the weekends, which sure helps, I guess. But again, this seems like a regular responsibility that has been thrust upon me without
without even
a discussion beforehand. Who needs a discussion to be a contact emergency?
Yeah. Well, he did. He said, hey.
Emergency contact.
Well, I guess he just said, hey, I've already done it.
Hey, you're this.
Yeah. You're this.
If the point of the role is to contact the cops, if he doesn't check in, then anyone with the phone could be responsible for that role, including his brother or his father who live in the same state but not the same city, but could call the cops just as easily as I could. I followed up by saying he could, of course, contact me in that case of an actual emergency, but I didn't want the regular responsibility of this role. He ends up getting extremely butthurt and sends me multiple texts telling me what a horrible friend I am, that I obviously don't care about his safety and has stopped talking to me at this point. Am I the asshole?
Wait, is the writer female? Do we know?
Oh, yeah, female. I think he wants her as his girlfriend.
Yeah. It's deeper.
Mm-hmm.
It's deep.
That's so weird.
It is weird. I want to know what he does for a job. Like, it kind of sounds fake.
Yeah, what kind of job does he even...
watch what I'm doing.
What kind of job would he even ask an employee to make this imposition on another person for frequent, routine contact?
Right. It's like, here, watch what I'm doing involuntarily against your will.
Does he drive for Uber? No. Someone's mentioning Uber. Are they getting paid? This sounds like work to me.
Right. Am I also getting paid for this? Because that's why I said it should be somebody at the job's responsibility to watch out for him. Okay.
So weird. So weird.
Am I the asshole for telling my mother-in-law she was dead to me after she showed up in labor and delivery without my mother? You got that?
Yikes.
Okay. For the past 3 months, it's been a very well-known plan that when I, 30 female, went into labor, my husband was going to drive me to the hospital and my mother-in-law was going to pick up my mother, my kids, and my grandmother, all from one house. Both my mother-in-law and my mom were supposed to be in the delivering room. My gram was supposed to watch 2 kids in the waiting room. Everyone was in agreement with the plan. Now my husband and I have 2 sons already for both births, my mother was present. She helped me through so much of the mental anguish and panic, especially after my last, whom literally almost killed me. I was bleeding out on the table, and my mom was the only one to help keep me calm. I needed her to be with me with this baby too mentally, so we worked this plan out months in advance, and everyone was on the same page. However, I go into labor, we make the phone calls to my mother-in-law and my mom, telling my mom to be ready and my mother-in-law to get my mother. An hour and 15 minutes later, mother-in-law shows up to the hospital without my mom, my kids, or my grandmother. She said, well, it's late, so we need to just let everyone sleep. It was 9:30 p.m. And then sat her ass down on the chair in the delivery room and jumped on her phone. I told her in a pissed off tone to go get my mom. That was the plan. I needed my mom, etc., and she just wouldn't. At one point saying that she didn't feel up to driving that much. My mom lives 20 minutes from her house, an hour away. Oh my God. So I told her to get the fuck out of the room and that she was dead to me. The amount of resentment and disgust that I felt toward her in this moment is honestly not something I feel I will ever overcome anytime soon. She was pissed, saying that my mom got to experience 2 births already and how she didn't do anything wrong and she was just being respectful of people's sleep, and where she wasn't leaving, she was actually escorted out. Now, my mom was able to make it to the hospital literally as I was giving birth. My kids and my grandmother weren't able to make it, which bothers me a great deal. We promised our kids they would be the first to meet their sister outside of us at Grammy. I cannot forgive my mother-in-law for this at all. I honestly feel like I hate her with every fiber of my being. But I'm told that I'm taking this too far and that it wasn't that big of a deal. Am I the asshole?
Okay. First of all, it is a big deal.
Yeah.
Do I foresee... Did you hear that?
No.
It's almost like a growling sound. Anyway.
Maybe it was my throat.
Maybe. Maybe. Okay.
Did that on purpose.
Angelica. I can't do it.
Angelica. The response. You're like, ah.
That was like
it made you
laugh.
uncomfortable. You're like, ah.
Okay. Is it a big deal? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to probably forgive your mother-in-law? Should you forgive her? Maybe not forgive her. I don't think I'd ever forgive her.
I might forget it for a little bit.
But I might, yeah. And I'd kind of just let it.
I think it's about the principle of...
That was the plan. If you didn't want to fucking drive, tell me and I can make up another plan.
Right. But it's the principle of the fact that her mother-in-law tried to make the decision for her about who was going to be in the waiting room, as if it was her decision.
Yep.
And that's not the case at all.
And you can still be there and have the other mother present as well. Like it's
not one or the other.
But
it's
even
supposed to be the both of you.
Even if it was, it's
still
the person,
her choice.
Yep, who's giving birth this choice.
Right.
Wow, what a bitch.
What a bitch. This is why me and Travis were the only two in our delivery room. For this exact reason. We didn't want nobody fighting over nothing because that ruins shit.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
And that's just something like she'll never have back.
No. I mean, her mom made it.
No, I know, but like the kids.
Yeah. Or if her mom didn't make it, she would never get that time back.
But like she's literally in labor and she has this bullshit to deal with. Like, first of all, husband or baby daddy, get your mom before I do.
Your mom. Right, for real.
The fuck?
He should have been the one scolding her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Okay. Okay. Am I the asshole for trying to cope with misophonia? Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when you get upset about like sounds and stuff.
Didn't you say you have that? Or you think you have that?
Some parts of it, yeah. Most people struggle with it, like if they hear somebody chewing, or like they would be able to listen to dogs chewing.
Oh, I love dogs eating. It's so cute.
But for me, it would be like a repetitive sound.
I'm losing my chunk.
Or like earlier, Travis.
Dish it out. What he's doing?
I meant to say Cash, and the sentence that follows that makes it funny that I said Travis. Cash was sitting on my lap. Cash was sitting on my lap, watching a video on my phone, and it was up kind of loud. And at the same time, Travis was across the room talking to me, and he was just like, you know, like actually telling a full story and talking kind of loud. And so both of them at the same time was like, we have to remove one of you from the situation. So I just turned Cash's video down.
Is that something that comes with like motherhood? I noticed that with Maria too. I mean, she was already like that, like overly stimulated. Mm-hmm. But now that she has kids, it's even worse.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Maria having under two, they constantly seek touch and connection. Mm-hmm. And so, yes, like overstimulation is a big thing in like motherhood because you never feel like your body is your own. Like you always have to give a piece of it to another person. Not so much with Cash anymore now that he's a toddler because he's very independent now and like he just kind of plays by himself or just hangs out by himself. But he will come up to me and like want to climb all over me or whatever. Like, yeah. Sometimes you're just like, get off of me.
Yeet. Okay. I, 39 male, got into a small argument with my fiance, 32 female, last night. We've been together for a little over 4 years.
Wait, did you read the title?
For trying to cope with misophonia.
Oh, yeah. We went on a tangent. I forgot about it.
We've been together for a little over 4 years, and I proposed to her this past December. We both have our share of mental issues. She has ADHD, I have depression, anxiety, and I'm on the autism spectrum. Mm. But we really do a good job and make a conscious effort to support each other in multiple ways. Mm. Last night, she was eating ice cream while we were watching TV. She usually smacks her lips or kind of pops her mouth when she pulls the spoon out of her mouth.
Gross.
That would, yeah. Ah! She can tell she doesn't know she's doing it. I can tell she doesn't know. It's usually an
ADHD. She can tell you she doesn't know she's doing it.
It's an ADHD thing if she's chewing with her mouth open because she's hyper-focused on the TV or her phone. Do you do that?
No.
We'll see tomorrow. It's nothing egregious.
Egregious.
Egregious. What does that mean? But it is consistent. Like, egregious?
Like overly problematic.
Then why can't you just say that? egregious, but it is inconsistent. To be clear, this only affects me when we're at home. If I'm trying to relax, focus on TV, or have a headache and she chews loudly, it is literally painful to my ears. I wish it wasn't. If we were out with friends, it gives my brain other stimuli so I don't notice as much.
Okay, I do this.
I was going to say something, but I was like, oh, maybe.
So it's
you gotta do it.
Travis. But like, if he has a water bottle, he will, like, when he drinks it, he will, like, crush it up while he's drinking it. Or, like, he'll suck in the air from the bottle, and it will make it, like...
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I purposely do not buy bottled water because he's not allowed to have a bottle of water in the house. Like...
Kelsey!
It's bad.
Kelsey!
Like, okay, imagine if you were asleep, and I walked up with a water bottle, and I crunched it in your ear while you were sleeping. Imagine the anger you feel from somebody doing that.
That reminds me. Yesterday, I was at work and I was on a meeting and I was on a call, a Zoom meeting, and I'm just minding my own business. I had a little stress ball. I was throwing it against the wall. And next thing you know, I get hit by something and I say, what the fuck? And my coworker had thrown a water bottle at me. And I look at her and I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, I saw you throwing something, so I wanted to throw something. And I'm like, but I'm not throwing my ball at anyone. You threw this at me.
Right.
And like literally I saw red for a second. Like I picked up the water bottle and I like fully prepared to throw it back, but I just calmly placed it right where it landed and I went back to my desk. And then today she thought that something was wrong with me. Because I didn't engage in violence?
Okay, but answer my question.
Oh, no. I would not like that.
No, right. But the rage that you would feel, like, that's how I feel anytime he makes the noise with the water bottle. Or, like,
Kelsey.
He will sit up in bed and eat sunflower seeds. Most of the time, it's in bed. Like, while I'm trying to relax.
Yeah, kind of how the guy said.
And if he's eating sunflower seeds and he's popping them in his mouth, I'm like,
Kelsey.
Are you done eating yet? Are you done?
Tell him to go to the kitchen.
And eat a whole bag of sunflower seeds.
Yeah. You're supposed to eat in the kitchen.
We don't do that.
You eat in the room?
Mm-hmm. We eat in our bedroom.
What?
I mean, not like a full meal, but like we'll snack in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Okay.
Really derailed the story a couple times.
Honestly, for both eating, it is not much of an issue. I'll notice but won't really react. I've mentioned it once several months before, prefacing with that I know it's not intentional, but it makes me uncomfortable. She stopped eating, threw her food away, went to the bedroom, and shut the door. Dramatic. Other ways
Sounds like you.
I'm theatrical, okay? Other ways I've tried to cope is putting in headphones and listening to music, but she'll want to have a conversation while she's snacking. Once I literally laid back onto the couch with my arms behind my head and had to, not so subtly, plug my ears. Later that night, she said I'd rather get up and go to my office than sit there with my ears plugged. Which I understand how that can look disrespectful. Oh, this is really long. Okay. So I took her suggested action last night. She was eating ice cream. I was not eating at all. I was trying to focus on a hockey game, but all that I can hear is slurp, smack, smack. Not long after I got up and went to the office, I could hear her toss her bowl into the sink. And slam the bedroom door. When I went back to talk to her, she said, maybe we shouldn't eat around each other, and mentioned that she feels insulted that I make such a conscious effort to take smaller bites and not chew loudly. I felt like that was an extreme solution, especially since we do love each other and want to get married. We love to bond over food. I worked in kitchens for over 15 years and literally do all the cooking and meal planning, which I do enjoy and use as one of the many ways to show her my appreciation. Am I the asshole? Honestly, I want to feel like no one sucks here. I know she's not doing it intentionally, and at no point have I personally insulted her saying, you sound disgusting, etc. I've considered therapy for it because I don't want this one thing to sour our long-term relationship. I can see how I'd come across as judgmental, but there are times where it feels like it causes physical pain in my ears. Any advice on how to mitigate this? I don't want it to snowball into something worse.
So a big part of this is that he said he's autistic. He's on the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
And if misophonia can interfere with people who are on the spectrum a lot worse than people who are just out here with husbands that crack water bottles. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it can be physically painful. And
yeah, I imagine.
I don't think anybody's the asshole. I think they just have to figure out how to cope.
I think it's sad that, like, not sad on their part, but, like, it sucks that something so small could be such a big issue.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a big issue for us, that big. It's annoying sometimes.
Well,
you want to know something else?
Not everyone can be perfect in their
relationship.
relationship.
Travis, this whole episode.
Tell us.
When he's telling me a story, if we're sitting in bed and he's telling me a story and he's doing like this every time.
Oh my God, that triggers me.
He is telling part of the story.
Oh no.
Every syllable.
Oh God.
And not only is it doing this, but it's shaking the bed every time he does it.
Kelsey, have you told Travis any of these issues?
I will sleep on the floor.
Have you communicated?
No, yeah, I tell him when he's doing it. I'm like, hey, can you stop patting the bed, please?
Aww.
And he'll stop for a few minutes, and then he'll do it again.
Yeah,
it's like a thing that he has to do to like stay on track for the story or whatever.
Maybe it's like the drummer in him.
I'm like, can you like do it up in the air? No, because then he'll still shake the bed.
If he does it in the air?
Yeah.
Huh. He needs like a fidgeter while he talks.
Oh, he needs a fidget toy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Put something in his hand while he's talking. I need that too.
Okay.
I need more fidget toys.
Yup.
Yup.
Get yourself some fidget toys.
Yep.
That'll work. Very good.
Very good.
My boss says that.
Approved.
Very good. And so now I started saying that.
Wait, have I already read my second story?
No.
Yeah, it was the mother-in-law.
Oh, yep. No.
What was the first one?
It's hot. I'm sweating.
Well, you're wearing a hoodie. Yes, I did read both. Okay.
I cannot take this hoodie off, though. It's stuck to my skin.
Do you have a shirt underneath it?
Fuck no. You wear shirts underneath your hoodies?
Nope. It's too many
Didn't
layers.
think so.
I was just going to say that's like a sensory thing for me, too. Like, if the layers aren't layering.
Yeah. No, I don't want it to layer. That's the point.
Like, I can do it. Like, okay, like a spaghetti strap shirt. Like an undershirt.
I got it. I'm just waiting for you to finish.
Like, that would be fine because it's like tight on my skin. But a t-shirt that's not tight on my skin, it feels like it's not laying the right way.
Yes, it feels like it becomes best friends with the sweater and like doesn't like me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's turned on me.
Yeah, yes. And I'm like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Or like another long sleeve under the hoodie.
Awful.
Awful.
Falafel.
The sleeve will never be right.
Hell no.
Neither one.
And then you go take off the sweater and it takes your shirt off too.
Best friends.
Bitch. I thought I was your best friend.
Right. Okay. Here we go. More audacity. You think.
I love your stories.
You think this is going to be audacity, but you'll see.
Is it called Cassidy?
I don't know.
Okay.
We do not claim to know the identification of these victims.
Whoa.
And perpetrators.
Oh.
Am I the asshole for wanting to divorce my postpartum wife?
I saw that. I didn't click on it. I didn't read it, but I saw it.
Good.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's stupid to think.
Yes.
It's stupid to think. Oh yeah. It's.
One more time.
Bring it back now. It's stupid.
Kelsey. It's stupid to think.
I had a frog in my throat. It's stupid to think I'm at this point, but here I am. My soon-to-be ex-wife, 28 female, and I, 29 male, have wanted kids for years, and we're thrilled when we were Jesus Christ. We were thrilled FHR. What?
Oh no.
We're gonna take a break. Let me gather myself. Then I tried to spell it. And I said FHR.
FHR. I mean, technically, it would still be frilled.
It would work, but it'd be stupid.
Silent H. Oh.
It's stupid to think I'm at this point, but here I am. My soon-to-be ex-wife, 28 female, and I, 29 male, have wanted kids for years, and we're thrilled. We were thrilled when she finally got pregnant last year. From day one, I wanted to be the most supportive husband and future father I could. Her father was never involved in her life. I used to work as a tech in labor and delivery, and my brother, to put it kindly, is not the most involved father. Not sure how those things are.
I think he's just trying to prove how good of a
yes,
attentive he would be.
I saw too many problems up close when it came to lacking husbands, and I would be damned before I made the same mistakes. The problem is, roughly 4 weeks into her pregnancy, everything started going downhill. She stopped wanting sex.
Wait, 4 weeks into her pregnancy?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
She stopped wanting sex. Fair enough. Hormones and stress make that a problem. I went full stop. But then she didn't want any physical interaction. No cuddling, no kissing, slowly becoming more and more distant. Her eating constantly changed, and she was terrible about it. She would demand I get her something all day. Then the moment I give it to her, she wants something else, screaming at me. Okay, again, hormonal issues. I get it. No problem. She never let me go to any appointments. No groups she went to. Spent more time away. Became cold and bitter. Constantly angry at me. This went on for months. Slapped me a couple of times when I forgot one of her dozens of tasks she assigned me during the day. Stopped doing anything for the house a month into the pregnancy. Sure, she's pregnant. I get it. Moving around is hard, but she wouldn't even do laundry about 4 weeks in, and by 5 weeks I did everything. I'm also the primary source of income. I barely sleep. I'm running on fumes. Made me sleep in the guest room, would always try and pick fights. I never once raised my voice, my hand, or my tone. I sat there and constantly mentally reminded myself this isn't her and this would all be worth it. She didn't want me to make any baby decisions. No name, no work on the nursery, nothing. 1 month before she delivered, she yelled how fucking useless I am, how I don't do anything, and that she's staying with her mother. She didn't let me get her anything, come check on her, threatened to divorce me, and get a restraining order if I even called her. A couple weeks back, I found out about the birth of my son from a Facebook post.
Whoa!
She posted it with her mother and some family. It fucking broke me. I tried to go to the hospital and visit, and they had security kick me out. After months of outright hatred, anger, and abuse thrown at me 24/7, I fucking had it. Odds are I'm not even on the birth certificate. I opened a new account, and all my deposits go there. I took half out of our joint account. She's never bought baby stuff ahead of time. Who knows what that money was going towards. So now that she has to buy supplies for our son, she's used up every cent. I've gotten a lawyer. The house is mine. I'm the only one who spent money on it anyway. I've sent the rest of her stuff to her mother's house. I'm demanding a paternity test. I'm not spending another damn cent until I get verification it's my son. I'm absolutely divorcing her. She chose the stay-at-home life. If she cheated, she's screwed. Her mother has money for a couple weeks' stay, not even close to enough for full-time support. If he is my son, I will absolutely be getting my rights as a father for a relationship. Last week, my soon-to-be ex called. She was practically hyperventilating. She wanted to come home. She was crying how it was all a mistake. She's not staying with her mother. She's at a friend's house. She wants to come home. She wants our son to have his father. I told her I don't fucking believe that he is my son.
Ooh.
Why the fuck would she pull this shit if he is? Show me a paternity test and I'll do everything I can for him and him only. She wants to meet tomorrow at a park so I can talk to her. I said sure, so I can finally say everything I should have said months ago to her face. My parents are hoping we can make up, but they absolutely understand if I won't. My brother is a deadbeat jackass, so I don't care what he has to say, but my sister thinks I should at least hear her out.
That it?
Yeah, I was reading the first comment.
Oh my goodness.
The first comment says, not the asshole. Someone mentioned peripausal psychosis. She needs to talk to a doctor, but sheesh. If I found out that baby was born on Facebook, I'd be absolutely flattened. Flattened? Spreading yourself flat?
No, laying myself flat. That's awful.
Yeah.
Now, the condition they suggested, is that real?
I'm sure it is. There's postpartum psychosis.
But she was doing this 4 weeks in, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's too much. I mean, I don't know. I've never been pregnant, so I don't know what that feels like. But to be physical with someone, like...
It says, finally, someone bringing up that this sounds like a straight up mental illness. This can happen randomly, but also some people have absolute bizarre reactions to pregnancy hormones, making them effectively completely unhinged and therefore even more dangerous.
Wow. Wow.
I wonder. Sad. That's the main thing.
It's very sad. I wonder what she has to say about it. Like, I wonder what her like. Did she ever sit back and be like, "Oh my god, I should not have"? Like, did she ever apologize at any point?
Is she remorseful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? And then to find out you have a kid, like your kid was born through Facebook. That's
so messed up.
That.
But like, what was she saying to her family for her family to be on board with not allowing him in the
hospital room?
Hospital.
Do you think it's a mental illness, or do you think she probably cheated on him? It was almost like she was punishing him.
Both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Punishing him for something that he didn't do, or that. Well, I mean, we don't know, but.
Or maybe she found out that she was pregnant, but she knew it wasn't his, and she just was mad about that. Or
yeah, that's true.
Wow, that's horrible, horrendous. Poor dude.
All right, here we go.
Am I the asshole for breaking up with my fiance because she went to her ex's birthday party? Now, this is long. I didn't read it, but it's long. Do you want to
skip to a shorter one? Do you have a shorter one?
No.
Or is this your last one? What?
You don't want the long one?
I mean, we could try.
Okay, fine.
It's late.
Fine. I'll do the shorter one. Okay. Am I the asshole for bluntly explaining to my wife why our kids like me more than her? My wife has been complaining recently that her kids always seem to prefer spending time with me over her. They never go to her for anything they need. It's always me. I just answered that it's because I spend more time with them than she does. She stated that I don't, so I broke it down for her just point blank. Both kids are young and need parental supervision for everything. They wake up between 5:30 a.m. and 6 a.m. I am the one who gets up with them every single morning.
Oh, hell no.
Too early?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cash wakes up between 7:30 and 8 every day.
Who?
Cash.
I mean, what time? I asked the wrong question. What time? What time?
Between 7:30 and 8.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But we let him stay up late, so that's why.
Wife gets up at 7:30 a.m. weekdays and about 9 a.m. on weekends. Low end, that's 13.5 hours I spend more with them. I also do bedtime for both kids. That takes about 1 hour a night for baths and stories, etc. That's another 7 hours a week. Wife also says she gets stressed / touched out a lot. I often take the kids with me to the supermarket or to the park or something to let her have a long bath in peace or an afternoon nap. Probably around 3.5 hours a week if we also add in that I'm the one who also takes kids to all extracurriculars and picks them up. She does not even have the kids on her own. The longest she does is the time it takes me to have a shower and dress each morning. Okay.
Wow.
So I just broke it down plainly like above. I effectively spend a full actual day more a week with them. I didn't say it in any kind of a moaning way or anything like that. What? I do actually really enjoy spending time with them, so I'm quite happy with the arrangement. I just feel like she can't complain that the kids don't want to spend time with her when she spends proportionally so much less time of her own time with them. Am I the asshole for pointing this out?
I mean,
no. But
I'm not sure why it's even worth why is it worth him writing in about it? Like, is the wife really that upset that you brought it up when she's the one who asked why? Like,
you want me to do the long one? I'll do the long one.
Okay, go ahead.
It'll be worth your while.
Also, you said you meant to say I'm the one, and you said I'm the on, and you did not fix it.
What? Why did I say that?
You're supposed to say it in the story.
Oh.
You were supposed to say I'm the one, and you said I'm the on.
It's funny because I do that through text too, and I didn't. Yeah. Anyway,
Just
okay.
Leave it.
Am I the asshole for breaking up with my fiance because she went to her ex's birthday party?
Okay. So this is male?
I, 27 male, have been in a relationship with my girlfriend, 26 female, for 6 years, and we officially got engaged last month. Our relationship was pretty great, but the only argument we occasionally had was her friendship with her ex, 27 male. They were friends from childhood, and they even dated for a few years. I was never comfortable with how close they were, and she even considered him her best friend, which was really irritating because I was her boyfriend and I was supposed to be her best friend. But I did not want to be controlling or control her friendship, so I never got in her way. But I did voice my displeasure. Her ex's birthday was a couple of weeks ago, and he only invited her and not me, and she really wanted to go. Girl, if you don't tell your bestie that your boyfriend is also invited and he goes with you.
Yeah.
I was extremely unhappy and even voiced my concerns about it, but she told me she really wanted to be there at the party and promised me that she would treat me when she came back home. Huh.
Why'd you put that in that story?
She also promised me that this was the last time she was ever going to hang out with him out of respect for my relationship. She's about to fuck him. And especially since we were engaged. She promised me she would slowly cut off friendship after that night. Girl. Well, at this point, I was extremely deflated. What is up with this guy? And told her sure, but to come back home early. Boy! She was extremely happy.
Girl! Boy.
She was extremely happy when she came back home from the birthday party a few hours later and even initiated sex. But I rejected it because I wasn't feeling great. Over the next week, we barely spoke, even though my fiance made a lot of attempts to communicate and apologize. Apologize for what? She promised me she would no longer be friends with him, and she apologized for going to the birthday party. What if she tried to initiate sex with the ex and he said no, and so she came back home feeling all sour?
Approved.
Ew, this is so cringe. Guilty. By Sunday, I had made my decision after consulting with one of my close friends, 26 male, and my two sisters, 25 female and 29 female. Dogs are sisters. All three of them said that she had disrespected me way too much and that I had to call it off before I actually married her. I informed my fiance of my decision and she immediately broke down in tears and kept apologizing. It did hurt me a lot when I saw her crying like that. I told her the truth that I hadn't felt disrespected. That I hadn't felt respected in the relationship, and I could just not see myself marrying a person who had disrespected me so much throughout my entire relationship. Am I the asshole for breaking up with my fiance because she went to her ex's birthday party?
No. I feel like
wait, there's
you
more.
set your boundaries and then she didn't respect your boundaries, so you left.
Absolutely. It has been a week since I broke up with my fiance. After I informed her of my decision, she packed everything up and moved out the next day. A few people in the comments were curious that what she was up to. So I reached out to one of our mutual friends and asked her what she was up to and if she was doing fine. So unfortunately, she's not doing so great. She moved back in with her parents, and her parents are blaming her for everything that has happened because they really liked me. And she has also been a complete shell of herself. That's what my mutual friend said. So now I'm feeling extremely guilty. This is not what I intend to happen when I broke up with her. I asked the mutual friend if a sit down with my ex would be beneficial to her, and the mutual friend said that would really help my ex. I've called my ex's mom and told her it's not her daughter's fault, but it is though.
Yeah.
Are you checking the time?
No.
You want me to shut up or something?
No, I just saw this notification. What?
No, of course not.
Remember when you were telling Maria if you have to say it twice, you're trying to convince yourself? Yeah, it's fun.
And that I was going through internal things and I wasn't ready for marriage. The fact...
Did you just spill that on your phone?
No.
Oh.
It's not my phone either. It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing on it.
It's fine. You're holding your phone. Just spill it on your phone.
I thought it was my phone for a second too. The fact that he's taking the blame, like he's taking the hit for, like, oh no, it's all me. Your daughter did nothing. Very noble. Who is this man? I later called my ex and asked her if she wanted to meet up this weekend, and she was really happy about it. Her voice, however, sounded really hoarse. I did not feel too great about it. So we're going to meet up this weekend, and I'm going to explain to her that it wasn't her fault and that I was going through some internal demons.
Sorry, that was my internal demons. I hate it when people say that.
Wait, but like it's not him though. Like why?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I cannot stand that. My internal demons. That you're just not taking responsibility for anything. But he didn't have, like, not for him specifically, but when people say, oh, I'm dealing with my internal demons, you're blaming something else for your actions.
Yeah.
There's so shut the fuck up.
There's no internal, external force but yourself, bud. Okay. and that we just weren't meant to be together. I'm going to explain to her that she had no fault in this whatsoever. I hope that relieves her of her guilt and that she gets back to normal soon. Boy, it is
her feelings are not your responsibility.
No. Okay, so this is
you
my
set your boundaries. She did not respect them, and you left. Her feelings about that are not your responsibility.
You voiced it to her multiple times that it made you uncomfortable.
Yep. And if you are not invited, then what's the point in her going?
Yeah. So this is the final update. I met up with my ex yesterday at a coffee shop, and we talked for a long time. I wanted to meet her yesterday rather than the weekend, but she wanted to too. And she wanted to too. I explained to her why our relationship fell apart. I explained to her that it was my insecurities, which were my demons, and that she deserved someone better than me. Oh. This is pissing me off.
This is not only pissing me off, but it's confusing me more. Like, what?
I explained to her that she did nothing wrong in our relationship. She did not disrespect me at all, and that the breakup was my fault, and to please not be so hard on herself.
His people-pleasing is showing.
Oh, no, this is so bad. This is so bad. She asked if we could still remain friends or get back together after some time. She said even if we would not get back together in the future as partners, she really valued my friendship and still wanted to remain friends with
friends with the ex is your problem, bitch.
I did not expect her to ask me that, and at this point I realized that I had handled this entire thing horribly.
No, you didn't.
So I told her up front that it was better to just cut off contact and make a clean break rather than let feelings fester. First of all, homie, stand your ground. Stand on business. This is what... Oh, God, the comment. Okay. She cried again really badly after that, and I was feeling horrible. This was affecting her mental health, and I was really worried about her, so I backtracked and told her, sure, we could remain friends, and that I really valued her friendship, too. I just misunderstood what she had asked. She was really happy about that, but asked if she was pressuring me to keep the friendship, and I told her no, that I genuinely valued her friendship, and I told her that she did not pressure me at all. I also told her that if she had to cut off contact with her best friend, to please not do so and be friends with him again, because she did not deserve to lose her best friend. This is the most insecure man I've ever read about.
Not only that, but he went back on his own boundaries. Like, he clearly went back on his own boundaries to please her.
Dude. But she said she was cutting off her friendship with him and it had nothing to do with this, but that they were in different phases in life and that she no longer needed to be friends with him. We spoke for an hour or so after that, and she seemed in really positive spirits, and I felt really good after that. So my plan now is to be friends with her until her mental health is back to normal, and then gradually cut off friendship with her. That's it.
Wow. What was the comment you said?
This guy backpedals like Lance Armstrong on Rewind. Wow, I don't know how I feel about anyone in this story.
Yeah, this is very convoluted and a lot of insecurities clashing with each other.
I read the whole thing twice and I'm still really confused.
It's giving someone's name I can't say on the podcast.
There's a lot of speculation here, and I'm just not... There, he updates someone and says that he had been invited to all the other parties. Yes, I was invited to all previous birthday parties except this one. My relationship with her BFF was fine. Ooh. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. This is weird.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. But the biggest thing is that he set his boundary, and then because she was not doing well, he took her emotions as his own personal responsibility and as a cue to like say, oh, I did this all wrong. And that wasn't true. He did the right thing by setting his boundaries and then standing by them. Mm-hmm. And she would have got over it eventually. And then even to say you can still be friends with him, even though she didn't request that.
I don't like it.
It's icky. All right, well... Hope y'all enjoyed your asshole stories. Your cornhole stories. If you want more assholes, let us know.
We got more where that came from.
We got a couple more assholes you can...
We're very sleepy.
Yeah, it's 1
o'clock.
a.m. Yep.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock on
Have y'all seen Bridgerton?
No.
I want you guys to go to season 3, episode 4. 13 minutes left. Thank me later.
Okay. Send that to me.
Okay, bye.
Bye.